Yo, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to the very last episode you'll ever see here at this base. Today we are going to be doing a base tour and kind of a season wrap up for 1.16 on this Voidcraft server. So if you guys have enjoyed this massive, series and things, don't forget that like button for me. Let me know if you joined like a part way through the series or you've been here since day one. That'd be really cool to know. So I guess we can just, give this local base a little bit of a tour, and we finished off things last episode around the backside and things, but today we're going to go ahead and have a look at it all. A few things have changed since the last time I've done this, and I also want to go ahead and explore the capital as well. So, and also there should be a download to this world in the description below, so you guys can come check it out. You can play on here if you want. You can continue on some of these builds, or you can start something fresh as well, or you can just burn everything to the ground. Up to you. So I'll leave my base coords here in the description as well, and I'll also put in the capitals. I'm pretty sure you should spawn in the capital, but we'll never know. So coming from our base over this way, a little bit of a backstory / lore. These guys, my villagers, were eventually they were living in the snow, way far out that way in the different biome, and they've kind of moved closer to the capital as the world has been started to be restored. So they found this nice little snowy mountain that they've called their own, and it all is kept warm by this giant lava tower that flows from up here down through the mountain and heats them all up. So they all get nice and cozy in there. So it's pretty nice inside. It's definitely not as cold as it is outside. So starting up here, we have a little bit of a watchtower, kind of like a little bit of an entranceway. Get our top of the hill sorted. So we have a few little houses up here. They're unpopulated. I didn't want to get the villagers out here and have them die, so they're just kind of empty houses at the moment. But you can just come cruising all the way up here. Check out the bases. There's a few different houses up here. We have the actual lava tower just up this way as well. A bit overgrown. It's a bit run down as well, which I think looks pretty cool, and it's kind of matches our whole style around here as well. We also have a little dog up here that we rescued from the there was like a giant pit run here one episode, and he was trapped down there, so we went and saved him and tamed him. So he's just chilling up here now. He loves the view. He's just watching the sunset. And speaking of that, I should sleep so we can see. Okay, so coming down this way, this is a newly added feature that we added in last episode. It's a nice little campground that you can check out over here. You can have a little bit of a sit down on the edge of the world, or at the edge of the world, the edge of the base, taking a little bit of that view over here. Look at the mountain that we custom made. That kind of looks pretty bad, but anyways. Let's head back up this way, and we can go across the bridge as well that we made. That's got a hanging guest on there, if you guys remember. Let's have a look at him over there. He's still inside there. That's our villager. He stole something from the village and he had to be punished. So that's where he gets left hanging. So we have our little bridge coming over here, which apparently leads to nowhere. So I forgot about that. So maybe you guys can fix that for me. But anyways, let's come back over this way here. We got the nice little pathway leading it from the top of the base there, coming around the side of the mountain and into the main area. So once I first saw this area, I knew that I wanted to build here. If you guys remember from episode 1, we found this little bit. We started inside just this little tiny square just in there, and that was it. And we've since, expanded across this whole entire place. So this is our kind of little llama pen and our horse stable, because we only have one horse. But I think the design is pretty cool. I like it anyways. Over this way here, we have our massive ice tree that has our beacon inside of it, which I thought was really cool. What are they? Walls, they are technically. So walls, beams can still go through the walls because they're not classed as a full block, which is really nice. So I can get it actually through the center of the tree, and it makes it look like it's super empowered and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. We have another couple of doggos over here. They have their nice little campfire in here. They're nice and cozy. They are super warm inside there, and they've been living there for quite a few episodes now, I think. We're over here. We have a nice little lava wheel, I guess. So kind of like a water fountain that comes through and spins and stuff. Obviously, I can't make it spin, in, but I think it looks pretty cool nonetheless. We might save the inside of the base till the end, so we'll come around this way. There's a nice little cutout way just to basically go around here so I didn't have to climb up over the mountain every time to come around this side. But over here is kind of like where we used to use this area all the time to cut down on trees and all that stuff, so I decided to kind of... Oh, we lost the llama. Oh no. Yeah, I tried to design this to be like a lumber yard, so then it kind of represents, you know, this whole time we've been chopping wood over here. It kind of makes sense that this would be like a lumber yard area, so I think it turned out pretty cool. What do you guys think? We did have two llamas here on the cart, but it seems like one of them has died or ran away or something. I don't really know, but that's kind of sad. He's going to have a hard time pulling that cart now, but let's head up this way here and we'll head around to the back side of the base here. We have another watchtower here. It's a similar design. It's just a bit bigger on this side here just to kind of match this area. It kind of worked a bit better being a taller one next to this giant mountain that we made. It was kind of like two hills basically before, and we kind of converted it into a all-in-one, I guess. It's kind of a custom, well, it is a custom mountain, but it's not a very good one. It was my first ever build, so of this like custom mountain designs anyways, so I think it turned out okay for what it is, but definitely up there it's still very square, but that's alright. It turned out pretty cool, I think, and I just scattered some ore throughout because I was going to do like a mine inside and stuff and going to have it all decorated, but we didn't end up getting there, so that might be a little project for you guys too if you want to carry on that stuff. That'd be really cool. If you do, make sure you send it to me on like socials or anything like that. You can find those in the description as well. Now coming down this way here, we have a little polar bear sanctuary. He's only got the one lonely polar bear, which is kind of sad, and there's some weird block glitch, so he just sits in this one spot all the time. So he's you know, he's in the water. He loves the water. He can't get out even if he wanted to anyways, but it's a little cozy polar bear pen. I like it. You know, we can come around this way here, and this pathway leads us down to the waterfall coming out there. We have some, you know, splashes, some waves there with some bit of ice cubes in this stream as well because it's really cold over here, so there's obviously going to be some ice cubes on the water as well. Inside here we have our little foxes, so there's a 3, I think, inside here. One time they actually went inside the little home that I built for them, and it was really cool, and they slept in there. But other than that, they've been just kind of chilling, roaming out wherever they want. So, yeah, that's pretty much the outside of the bases here. Let me do this so I can see and I can fly away for you guys, and we can have a little bit of another overlook. There we go. So that is the whole area. We have the back side here. I don't think really get over, but it's just kind of like another entranceway to the base as well. Nothing too special. Just kind of copies that same design, I guess, as we did on the front side, but just on the back here. I was originally going to plan to do some more stuff over here, but, you know, ran out of time with this season, but that's alright. Everything's pretty much completed, and I'm pretty happy with how it all turned out. So yeah, that's kind of the outside of the base just here. We still have a lot of stuff on the inside, so let's go ahead and jump in there and we can have a little bit of a look. Okay, let's head inside. So I originally started my series just in this little tiny room. Since then expanded it throughout this whole basis here. It goes up and down layers as well, so that turned out pretty cool. This is our kind of flag design that we made. We didn't end up using it really anywhere, but I think that was a pretty cool design that I just kind of randomly made, so I kind of like it. Over here was kind of our like original starting crafting area and all that kind of stuff. We have our storage here as well. Something next series I'd like to do is maybe get into some automated storage again. I did a little bit in my single player world, but I think it's going to be much more beneficial in this kind of series that goes for such a long time. In here we have our villages, so these are kind of the 2 breeding rooms. They have their own golem in there for protection. And then coming up this way we have the professions, so we have some cooks. I don't really know their real names. We have librarians here with all the books that we might need, and we can extend this even out further and grab even more, so it's pretty cool to have all those sorted. We have our like Fletcher area. Are these guys? Yeah, I think they're the Fletchers, right? Yeah. Look at that. I'm so good. They have a little target range in here if they want to practice their bows or anything like that. Over here we have the cartographer. There we go. Little design there for them. Over here we have the blacksmiths or weaponsmiths. Over this side will be the blacksmiths. They got their nice little cooking area as well. These guys are toolsmiths. Okay, that makes sense. Those are tools. These are weapons. And down the end here we did have our snowman that lasted pretty much the entire series, but we had a villager raid happen, and the things spawned there and they shot my snowman, so that was kind of sad. So we're going to leave this here as a little memorial to him. because I needed to use a lot of snow in this area. So let's go ahead and we'll head upstairs because I got a little special thing to do at the end of the downstairs area. So coming upstairs here, we have a dining hall. We have a few villagers in here, you know, they're eating and stuff. They have all their food set up. They have their wine on the side. They have their drinks. This is the chief's chair, you know, he sits up here. He gets a little special pie, not like everyone else getting steak and leaves and soup and stuff. A lot of campfires here because it's a big hall, you know, that's very cold in here with all the stones, so they got to keep them nice and warm and toasty. So leaving that area here, we have a couple of rooms upstairs that are populated. Well, they should be anyways. There's just a couple like little 4 designs, I think there is. Yeah, so they got, you know, their own little design. All 3 of them in there. Righto, I'll leave that door closed. So they're all different, unique designs as well. Kind of something interesting and different for them to live up here. And this one here is where the chief would sleep. He gets the biggest room, obviously, with 2 like lava walls down there. He's got his own campfire in here as well. Well, 2 of them technically. And then coming out this way here, looks like we didn't even finish this inside here, which is kind of disappointing. But over here we have the village church. You know, they have their books and their notes in the back here. We have the where the sermon, I guess, would stand up here. You know, read out all the things and such. I don't really go to church, so sorry, I don't know the right terminologies for that. But we have this giant window just here that you can look out over the rest of the base here and, you know, get a good look around. So let's go ahead and go all the way downstairs and I'll have something special for you guys. Okay, so coming downstairs here, we have the furnace area, which honestly I never used. I just thought it'd be a cool little design and room for just kind of like everything to be able to smell down here. We have little campfires here with our usable, you know, blast furnaces hidden inside the lava, so it looks like you can actually smelt things inside, which is pretty cool. Not that I ever really did that at all, but we have a little funnel coming down here with the lava coming through. We have a big blast furnace wall at the back over that way, and yeah, this is pretty much the design. I think it turned out pretty cool. I was pretty happy with the way it looked, but I just, yeah, never really used it at all. Coming over this way here, we have our underground Soreness pool looking thing. I don't really know what to call it. Not really a hot spring, there we go, that's the one. It's a little hot spring in there. We have a sauna over this side as well. You know, you can scoop the water and they get some more steam going around. But coming down in here, we have a little mob spawner down at the very bottom, which is pretty cool. It would happen right underneath my base, so that turned out pretty cool. And it was, you know, nice and easy, like a little secret entranceway as well, which I thought was pretty fun to do. So in here, so there we go, we got some zombies coming in through there as well. So that was pretty cool. Now there's one more room I want to show you guys that we also have something to complete to it right now, which I think will turn out really cool. So let's go ahead and head upstairs just here and come around the corner just to the right here, which I forgot to even decorate this wall as well. But anyways, let's come through here, and over here is our Voidcraft trophy room for the season 2 1.16, and I have something to add to it, and it's not a cat. I don't know how a cat got in here, but anyways, it's in here now. It's going to be part of our trophies forever. So we have a block of netherite that we can finally go ahead and place in there. And look at that. Nice. It is completed. There we go. We can show off all of our trophies in here. So we have some music discs. This is the first gem of the gem heist as a mini game. I got a ladder to success. That was from the gambling wheel of fortune. We got the capital city that points to that direction. We just got a couple of villager bells. We got a few things here. We got the dragon. We got some dragon's breath. We got the wither skull over that way as well. We got a few raider heads, and yeah, I think this is pretty cool. Like, that's pretty much my top off to the season. We have our first totem of undying and a gold block over there just to help match it up there, and we apparently have a cat now here too. So yeah, I think we'll go ahead and go fly over to the capital real quick. We'll do a quick little overview there, nothing too major, but if you guys want to watch more of it, I did do a pretty detailed video of that, and I'll leave it in the description below as well. So from my base, it's a short little fly over this direction. There was a village here on the way that me and Roth planned to remake, but we never never actually ended up getting to it because we both got a lot of things done. But this is his little village on the outside here that he was doing on the outskirts. He did a lot of this work here with Crab. Sol did a bit as well. I helped a little bit with the wall and stuff up this direction, but yeah, mainly those three did a lot of the work here. This is their castle that they unfortunately didn't get finished, but it's pretty close. Like, look at it. It looks pretty cool as well. I'm a big fan of how this looks. I wish we could have got to seen it like all finished up, but unfortunately I don't think we will unless they continue that one in their single player, which they might. Hopefully they do, because I would love to see it finished. But over here is the capital. As I said, there's a detailed video down in the description if you guys want to watch that one fully. But yeah, this is pretty much the whole area over here. Yeah, it's a very cool area. I wish we did get like more of the houses populated in here as well, a bit more like shops or something like that as well. I think would have been pretty cool. But this is a giant like bloody mountain. This is what I was aiming for with the design theme anyways, but it just failed really badly. So maybe next season we can try again or something. But yeah, I think this is kind of sad, but we might have to go ahead and wrap up this last little episode just here, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed this series, and I'm really hoping you guys are super keen to watch all the fun and shenanigans happen in the next season and all the cool builds and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I guess I'll be seeing you guys off in the next series on 1.17. Thank you guys so much again, everyone that was involved in this season, and all you guys watching from home. Thanks everyone for just having such a fun time this past year and a bit. So yeah, I guess I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.